which is kind of first on the order.
Number one, testing. We're good for that.
Okay, you got all our goodies connected into it. Oh, I like that.
Nice, huh?
Okay, this is definitely period jazz.
This is the good old days. This is the warm honey.
I'm going to guess latter 50s.
I would think this was, December 1952. Well, that's when Al Boleto formed his quintet. Now, this recording, again, we've talked about this. They don't have a date on here, but I would say the mid to late 50s.
Okay.
Honey Dripper period.
Just I'm basing my judgment on that by the green capital label.
Yes.
The fact that it is mono.
Yes.
And secondly, that record jacket kind of says it all.
Yeah.
You all can see that.
High fidelity. High fidelity.
High fidelity, full monophonic. High frequency, full fidelity. Yeah, this is definitely. This is the Al Boleto Sextet, and what's the name of our half? Oh, half and half.
Half and half.
Yeah.
It's so full of action you couldn't even see the half.
So you don't get descriptions like this on the back of albums anymore.
No.
that are totally about pushing the label and the artist.
Yeah.
Let's see. 6 modern jazz men divide 12 tunes down, the middle performing half of them instrumentally, half vocally, with a thoughtful musicianship, and yields a gross worth of pleasure.
Thus, half and half, my friend.
These were the guys writing the commercials and the script for Dick Van Dyke during the day.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it was the right period. So yeah,
yes, it is.
They were doing their thing.
Yeah, I was looking for the date here to see if it actually would come up. But,
It doesn't even... Who was the property of?
Property of, I don't know.
Yeah.
Whoever it is has got some good penmanship, but
Yep.
I can't, it's obviously a stylized signature, so I can't really read it. Somebody got this for $2.
I think I picked it up for $2.
$2, man.
I think I got that down at Josie's downtown.
You could have talked him down, I think.
Yeah, I think I could have got 50
Not
cents
really,
out of it.
Most of these people not knowing what this stuff really is.
I'll take it for free.
Yeah, it is.
You buy enough. That's the beauty of jazz albums when you go into these joints. They're always the ones that are cheap. They're cheap and cheerful. All the rest of, the classic rock and everything else is high. But this here, it's in the dime bin usually, so it's good. I picked the right genre of music to
you sure
hunt
did.
for vinyl,
Yeah, this right here would be about central to what it is that I'm doing on the Neon Beat.
Yeah.
Thank you, folks. Welcome to the Steve Allen Show. Of course, Steve Allen was a jazz artist.
Steve Allen was a great jazz artist. Had a long history.
I want what I'm missing, hugging and kissing, and anything you might think of. I guess I get enough of candy bars, open cards, movie stars.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
I get an awful lot of talking to, but I never get enough of you.
One of the things I remember about this period is, of course, we were engaged in just kind of the heat of the Cold War.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of what would be regarded as B black and white horror movies at the time.
Yeah.
Lots of them involving radioactivity being the cause of everything that grew giantly.
Yeah.
Including Godzilla and the rest of them.
And now we have that reality of genetic modification with Flint, Michigan. We're starting to get our own version of that. So reality is a lot trippier than fiction, I think.
Where'd you say you found this?
What's that?
Where'd you say you found this?
I found this at Josie Records downtown on Grand.
Okay, I guess I haven't been. Or I guess I haven't had the pleasure. I'll have to check it out.
It's a beautiful place. They have a lot of vinyl in there.
Yeah.
So they do good work. So what's going on this week?
With me, as far as the beat goes?
Yeah.
I haven't had a whole lot of time here to dedicate to the show, although about the time you pulled up, I was in the process of getting one ready for next week.
Nice.
So, let's see. I'll look at the old list here and tell you what's coming up this week. Just right from the... You know what? I think I'll just play this album all the whole time. No, the playlist next week on the Neon Beat will consist of, we'll open with a great jazz standard on a slow boat to China. You know what that means, don't you?
What's that?
That's a poker reference.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
It's a poker reference. It's the idea that if you want to imbibe in a card game with us and you don't really know how to play, it's a card shark's thing to say, oh, we'd love to get you on a slow boat to China. Just to clean you out. Yeah. Slow Boat to China, Kay Starr's version of that song from a wonderful album she did, probably one of her best in my view, on another label called Jasmine. That's the one that I use, that I play Night Train off of, and one of her fine versions of this song here on A Slow Boat to China. Matt Monroe, the English gentleman, doing My Kind of Girl, probably his biggest 1960s hit. The Four Freshmen, Ray Charles, and also do some period pop from that time. Chapel of Love by the Dixie Cups, and one from the Joe Dimino collection. We'll play George Shearing, a cut that I got from you, as a matter of fact. Till We Two Are One.
George Shearing was a funny guy. That's all I ever hear about him, is that he was hilarious.
You kind of had to have a sense of humor, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, given the situation.
Being the kind of guy that he was.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Yeah. What are we needing?
You need medicine?
We're being visited by children here.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
When the kids come in asking for medicine.
That's right. That's the call. That might be it.
He was telling me to get to ask my dad if for some reason make it.
In the meantime.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Hold on, and then we'll do it. Okay?
Remembering a band run by Kevin Bacon, where they're playing kitchen instruments, pots and pans.
Yeah.
And when they get to the middle of it, the guy goes, "Blender solo." Turns on a blender and starts playing.
I like it.
So we can do piano
Kitchen
solos
music.
just about any day. Okay. Well, anyway, that's just kind of a basic outline of what we got coming next week, at least on the first jukebox on the Neon Beat. You asked me what else is going on. Well, weekend and kids.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I did actually get out and saw some live jazz this week. I saw Mark Lowry down at the Majestic and Lynn Zimmer over at the Gaslight Grill. So it was good. It's always good to get out and see live music, you know?
Yeah.
So
if you can get out and see live music. Personally, I haven't been out of the city limits for some time now. This job has a tendency to tie me down.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does it. Then the kids.
And the kids. They're getting into the camera here. This is Casey. And, of course, I believe you all know Miles.
Right there.
Hey, say hello.
You say hi?
Yeah, Casey's this one right here. This here. In the green, my personal friend and sharer of the microphone, Miles.
Yes. All right. So, maybe on that note, we just...
On what note?
I don't know. We'll find the right note and we can wrap it up.
Oh, you were asking me what was going on today specifically.
Yeah.
Aside from doing the shows, we had a fire next door.
Oh, no.
And it was actually Casey who saw the burst of smoke.
Wow.
And I was talking to a guy out on my lawn, a friend of mine from the neighborhood, and we both looked over. We saw the smoke coming from around, and the first thing we figured was, of course, there was a barbecue going on.
Sure.
But Casey, God love her, was persistent. She said, "I don't think this looks right, Daddy. They're at the zoo." Oh. So we went over to have a look. The entire south quarter of the deck was in flames.
Oh, no.
And coming up and licking on the walls of the house.
Oh, no.
So I ran back, and the girls were playing with the Barbies in the lawn, and they had the hose out, fortunately.
Yeah.
And I grabbed Mama, and she said, "What's going on?" And I said, "Fill a bucket now."
Right.
And I carried 2 of them on my arms down there and threw it over the flames. We called the fire department in the meantime, but it was within 1 minute of fully involving the under eave.
Wow.
That's how crucial the timing was. I couldn't find their hose.
Wow.
So I said, water now, or this is out of control before the fire department gets here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Man, good for you.
Fire.
Yeah.
Doom, doom, doom.
Doom, 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 doom. Fire.
Yep.
Man. Good. Yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
You've done your deed for the week, for the month.
You and I talk about synchronicity.
Yeah.
Okay? This guy I'd never met before, standing on the lawn.
Yeah.
You know, he was the one that handled the phone call and went and found the hose,
Right.
the garden hose that we wound up using. But I did the bucket brigade quickly
Yeah.
as I could and put that thing out.
Very nice.
And just all these things come together with my little daughter over there.
Yeah.
Just getting some adults to pull their heads out of their you-know-what.
Yeah.
First of all, no, you're right. This ain't good.
Yeah, right. Wow. That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure that if we had not responded the way we did because of the winds
Yeah, sure.
we've had here the last couple of days, that house would have been fully involved in about 2 minutes.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Good
It
work.
was spreading on the deck fast.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Good
So,
work.
yeah, a little news.
Yeah, right. Little action for the day.
Yeah.
Literally putting out fires. You
Yep.
know. Wow.
I love this. This is kind of modern airs. For a moment, I thought I was listening to the Four Freshmen.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I have anything to top that story. I think we can wrap everything up with that.
Okay.
Right there.
And with that, enjoy the music,
That's
my friends.
right. Enjoy. Boom.
Boom. That's a take.
Neon Jazz.